Hello guys, and welcome to Ross IELTS Academy. My name is Mehrnoush Hafi and I'm here today with a writing practice. Today I'm going to talk about 3 simple but very useful tips in your academic writings, especially IELTS writing task 2 essays. But before we get started, please first like this video, then subscribe to our YouTube channel and visit our website, which is www.rossielts.com, because right there you can find firstly our writing course, in which you will get to know all about the different question types in IELTS writing, the paragraph structure for each one, and the expressions that you can apply. And also in our writing correction service, you'll get to know your score in each criteria, your overall band score, the techniques you should apply to boost your score in a very short time and get rid of that 5 and 6 and mark yourself up to 7 and above. So if you're ready now, we can get started. Okay, let's start our today's lesson with a simple but very important tip on how to improve our writing. As you know, in English language, whenever you want to form a negative verb, you simply add not to that verb. For example, can, cannot, do, do not, is not. However, in your academic writings, you should avoid contractions or short form of the verb, and that's the first tip. What I mean is that instead of writing the short form of your verb, you should use the full form of it. And again, remember, I'm only talking about academic writing, which includes IELTS writing task 2 essays, IELTS writing task 1 in general module, which is all about the formal letter, and of course, the first task of academic module, which is all about the charts, the bars, and all that. So, for example, instead of saying don't, you should say do not. Instead of doesn't, you should say does not. Shouldn't, should not. Can't, cannot. And remember, cannot is one word only. Instead of couldn't, you should say could not. Wouldn't, would not. Isn't, is not. Aren't, are not. Wasn't, was not. Weren't, were not. Haven't, have not. And hasn't, has not. So do not use the contractions and write out the word in full.
In this course, you will have a series of educational videos in which you will learn each and every tip you will need in specific details for both general and academic modules.
Next question type is double question or
Attached to each video, you will have the PDF files for each question type, including the paragraph structure, the expressions, and the techniques you can apply, which have all been taught in the videos. To make sure that you learn everything properly, in each video we will write an essay, a letter, or a report by using the tips that you have learned. Moreover, something to help you in this section is the different question samples we have put for you to write your own writing about. This isn't everything. We strongly recommend you to use our writing correction services as well, so that our examiner can give you a written and video feedback and make sure you're ready for the real test. Join us to become our next successful candidate.
Now let's talk about the second tip, which can help you improve your academic writing. You should avoid using some very simple words. For example, do not use the word really, a lot, very, and so. But why? As you know, these words are used every day, everywhere, and we can read them and hear them all the time. So if you want to write a strong writing, try to use some better alternatives instead of these words. For example, in the first sentence, I want to use the word really and then the alternative for that. First, I say, she was really sorry about the trouble she made. Now the better sentence is, she was terribly sorry about the trouble she made. Now the word a lot or a lot of. First I can say, a lot of people gain a reputation for complete honesty in their business dealings. Now the better sentence is, many people or a number of people gain a reputation for complete honesty in their business dealings. Now instead of the word very, let's see what we can use. For example, the water of the ocean is very choppy when there are high winds. Now we can say, the water of the ocean is extremely choppy when there are high winds. Now the word so. The earth has become so polluted due to the burning of fossil fuels. Now with the alternative, I can say, the earth has become awfully polluted due to the burning of fossil fuels. Now let's talk about the third tip on how to improve your academic writing. As you know, one of the most important things in your writing is to be clear and easy to understand. To do so, you should directly express your ideas. So, try not to use there is and there are.
Hello everybody! Do you want to know what band score you will get in your IELTS writing? Do you also need to know how to improve your writing skills for the real test? We've got the solution for you in Ross IELTS Academy. Send us your writings. We'll check them out thoroughly in less than 36 hours. You'll get the band score along with comprehensive feedback in both written and video format. It's your time to become our next successful candidates.
The reason why I say that is because you should be clear, concise, and to the point. And by doing that, you can get a better score in task response and coherence and cohesion criteria. For example, instead of saying, there is a band that she is a lifelong fan of, you can say, she is a lifelong fan of this band. It means she has always loved and liked this band. Or instead of saying there are many decisions that young people should make, you should say young people should make many decisions. I know you may say to yourself, isn't it better to use the complex grammatical structures as I was using the relative clause in the first sentences? Yes, if you use complex grammatical structures, you can get 7 and above in your grammar of IELTS writing. But the thing is that as long as you are clear and concise, and of course you're avoiding there is and there are, you can use the complex structures. No problem with that. It was simple, wasn't it? So the only thing you should do is to apply these strategies the next time you're writing your own writing. And by the way, if you want your writings to get corrected along with written and video feedback, go to our website, which is www.rossielts.com, because right there you can have your own writing correction in which you'll get to know your score in age criteria and your overall band score and the way to boost that score in a very short time. Thank you very much, stay tuned and see you soon.